don't forget to subscribe, and while you're at it, you may want to go check out my Instagram because that is where I'm hosting 12 days of giveaways. Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the vlog. It is Sunday morning. Cody and I just went for a quick little drive to pick up some Tim Hortons breakfast. Lots of fun festive things. I even got a donut because, can you pull the back up? Because they had a Barbie donut. Isn't that so cute? A little hockey player Barbie. Love it. So got a donut, got some farmer's wraps. The sprinkles just like flew in my face. Yeah, Sunday. What else was I gonna say?
I feel like it's a brain fog kind of day.
Yeah, kinda. So I just got out of a quick body shower. It was so nice. I used the Bath & Body Works Twisted Peppermint Body Wash and I feel so fresh and clean. And then I did the Winter Candy Apple Lotion. So I smell really good, but I'm gonna show you guys my morning skincare. So I cleansed my skin in the shower and I just used my Illumier Purifying Gel Cleanser. I either use this if I'm in the shower because that's what's over there, or the Bioderma Sebium Purifying Cleansing Foaming Gel. As you guys can see, there's like barely any left in here. So if I'm at the sink and just like washing my face in the morning, I'll use that. But if I'm in the shower, I'll use this. And then following that, once I'm out of the shower, I'd like to go in with a serum, specifically a vitamin C serum. I have two that I rotate between, but today I'm going to use the Pacifica Glow Baby Booster Serum. It has glycolic acid as well as vitamin C. It's just like a really nice serum, super affordable. I've talked about it a bunch on my Instagram. And yeah, so this is something that's new to my routine. I always thought the vitamin C serums would break me out because citrus, and I've had bad experiences with other products in the past, so I just kind of stopped and kind of avoided them. But once I incorporated these two kind of slowly, they definitely started to work for my skin, and I've seen the benefits of it brightening, and it feels nice, it's hydrating, and it's good for brightening dark spots from previous acne. So I like to go in first thing on super fresh cleanse skin and do a serum, and then pretty much the only other thing I'll do in the morning is my moisturizer. And you guys could have probably bet money on this, but you're right, I am using the Belif Aqua Bomb moisturizer. So this has been my ride or die. I talk about it a lot, so I won't talk about it too much, but it's a great moisturizer for super dry skin. Pretty much anytime I try a different moisturizer, I always end up coming back to this one because it just works so well for my skin. And I think I've just come to learn that my skin does a little bit better with something that's gel-based versus something a little bit thicker. They do have the Moisture Bomb, which is a thicker, richer cream, which is great in the like dead of winter when you have super, super dry skin. I've used that one and I like that one too, but I feel like this one just works better for my skin, so I opt for this one more recently. And then if I am feeling a little bit puffy in any sense, or I just kind of need to refresh my skin, I'll go in with my little rose quartz roller thing, a jade roller essentially. I keep mine in the freezer so it's super, super cold, and I always use this on skin that has either a serum or moisturizer or both. Definitely want to have product on your skin to use this, and I always go in kind of upward motions. I like to use this more so in the morning than the evening. Yeah, I'll go up my cheeks. This is kind of the area that I feel like holds water retention and bloat and all that kind of stuff, so that's usually where I focus it. You can of course use it all over, and I do have this other tool that you guys have seen me use, little dry brush for your face, that I got in my FabFitFun box, and I really like this as well. But this is kind of more of a tool that I'll use on clean skin right out of the shower if I'm having a relaxation night and I feel like I just want to like exfoliate but super gently, then I'll use this. So these are kind of my two go-to skin tools at the moment. They're both very simple, but they work really well and they're kind of fun to use. And then if I'm feeling like I want an extra step, or if I'm going to be applying concealer or putting on makeup and I just want my eyelids to be a little bit more hydrated, I'll go in with the Laneige Water Bank Eye Gel. I really like this. I feel like a lot of people have mixed opinions about eye cream. I know it can be seen as like a glorified moisturizer, which is like totally fine. I just really like the feeling of it, and it's very hydrating, and it makes my makeup apply nicer under my eyes. I feel like that's an area that I don't really go in with moisturizer, even though you easily could. I just like to apply this kind of in the morning or at night, or honestly whenever I feel like my eyes just need a little bit more hydration around them. And this one's really nice, again, gel based, and yeah, no complaints. Thoroughly enjoy it. And that's pretty much my morning skincare routine. Very minimal products. I feel like it really works for me. It's very simple to do, fast and easy, but also it's effective, and it gets my skin like super fresh and ready for makeup or just the rest of the day, and it's kind of just a nice thing to do in the morning to make me feel good. So if you saw my Instagram stories, you already know what all of this is, but the Body Shop sent me like basically their entire store, it feels like. This box is absolutely massive, and I have so many gift sets in here. And yeah, they were super, super generous. So I'm going to be giving away a lot of Body Shop stuff to friends and family this year, that's for sure. I already have my 12 days of giveaways all planned out, but Maybe it's gonna be 13. I don't know. There's a lot in here, and I like unpacked it all and then I just put it back because I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. But there's some really cute stuff. I did take the body wash and put it in the bath already, and it's really nice. It's Winter Jasmine. It says scent here. If you guys are looking for some holiday gifts, Body Shop has some cute ones. Canada Post is delivering today on a Sunday. Must be December. I feel like I'm gonna get a call. Last week I had one of the FedEx drivers deliver one thing and they're like, you get 90% of the packages that go to this building. I'm like, yeah, he thought I had a shopping problem also. He's like, you order a lot of stuff. I was like, excuse me, I don't. I just get it sent randomly, okay? Don't. Yes, I order things, but not all of it, okay? Anyway, the purpose of this clip and why I came over to the window was to show you guys my skin up close and personal, because I'm gonna put on makeup to kind of continue on the video and talk about products, but it would not be fair if I didn't like show you a very detailed close-up of what my skin currently looks like in this moment today. So this is what we're working with. All of these, this is kind of active, this is kind of active, but all of these spots are flat, like so flat. It just like looks like a lot of pigmentation. That's why I use products that are trying to lighten things, and I'll talk about a procedure I did as well that helped with this. This side is a little bit better. I had a spot up here that was very much underground, a little bit cystic, but I was able to get it to disappear, so it's on its way out, and then the rest of my skin is like pretty normal. Oh my gosh, the light is flickering in here. It's not too bad. I'm very happy with it. I do still have a couple spots, but overall my skin has been so much better. So yeah, that's a close-up of my skin. Go grab a snack or a tea or a drink or just something, because I feel like this is going to be a very long segment, but I want to talk in depth so it's actually helpful to share with you guys like my experience and what I've been using. And I have all the products here and I have like my notebook. So let's get into it, shall we? Quick little history about my skin. So back in high school, I had really bad acne. I got on birth control. I was on birth control for about 7 years. I'll have a video linked down below of why I came off of birth control. And then I took a couple of years off. My skin got better. It was a lot better, basically. And then I got myself an IUD. I have a video about that down below. And then, yeah, my skin has been, I've had my IUD for about a year and a half-ish now, and my skin has been pretty good for the most part. I've always kind of had acne prone skin and dry skin, but it wasn't until March of this year, when the pandemic happened, that my skin freaked the fuck out. Like, it was so bad. You guys saw in the thumbnail, and I'll show you guys some pictures and videos that I've taken over the months to show you guys like what I was dealing with. I was so insecure about it. I always knew how confident having clear skin made me feel, but it wasn't until that was kind of ripped away from me that I realized how important it is to me, and just like how detrimental it is, especially being in the industry I am and filming all the time. I truly did not want to be on camera. I didn't want to take pictures. I didn't want to be like without makeup, and I feel like the only way to clear skin is to be without makeup. And so I was really struggling along with the rest of the world, but my skin was just like freaking out. And it's so funny because I look back and I did like an IGTV for Valentine's Day, so like literally the month prior before all this went down, and my skin had never looked better. It was immaculate. Like I was like always referring back to that and being like, how did this happen? And so essentially March came around, everything kind of started to happen within the world, and it wasn't, I think, till April and May that it actually started to get really bad, and I started to need to change up my skincare routine and needed to find something that worked. So the first thing I did was obviously use acne prone skin products, and so that's kind of what I've been doing. You guys saw that I use like some specific cleansers in my morning skincare routine. I like to use those products, but I decided that I had these supplements and I was like, you know what, these are meant for skin, why don't we give these a go? So the first thing I tried was the Hum Nutrition Skin Squad Pre and Probiotics. So I tried this. I only had a month's supply and I tried it for a month, and it actually did really help my skin, and I was super impressed. But if I could go back and tell myself one thing, it'd be to not stop these, because I went and switched it and I decided to go with the Halo Beauty Kiwi Seed Booster supplements instead. I have like one left. I purchased a 2-month supply of this to try out, and it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. I had high expectations from other people, but that's like such an important thing to note, is not everything is going to work for everyone. So if you try something that works for me, it might not work for you. And that's the unfortunate thing, that you do just have to have trial and error with products and stuff. So I gave it a go. It did not do anything. It probably made my skin worse. So we stopped that one. And it was probably around when I was coming off of my 2 months of doing that, that I decided, you know what, I've had enough. I need to go see a professional about this. And so I decided to go see a naturopath for the first time. And I'd been wanting to do that for a while for like diet reasons as well, and also just like hormones and all that kind of stuff. But more specifically, the thing that like pushed me to go do it was how bad my skin was, and I really wanted some professional help with it. When I started seeing my naturopath the first month, I went off of gluten, I went off of dairy, and then I also did like a fish oil, and then we started balancing my hormones with some specific supplements, doing that as well. And I thought that my skin was going to clear up from not eating dairy. I really did think that it was a dairy thing, but also too, my acne was all in the lower half, so it's very much hormonal. That's like the area that you break out if it's hormonal. And so I was just like kind of confused, because I kept taking all of these things and I was eating dairy free, but my skin really wasn't clearing up. Also too, at the time was when I was wearing masks a lot. I was doing dance and like sweating in masks like every week and stuff, and maskne was definitely a part of this kind of flare up for sure. I basically did all that she asked, and I didn't really do a whole lot. It wasn't for a few months. It actually probably got a little bit worse in the summer with the heat and everything. And I kind of was just like, if it's not dairy, these supplements aren't working, let me go back and try that Hum Nutrition, because the first month that I tried it, it did seem to work, and that was really great. So I went back and repurchased these. So I have been on these for, I don't know, I would have to go back. I'll have it on the screen so I can actually specifically tell you guys, but I've repurchased them a few times, and I truly think that these have helped my skin so much, kind of from the inside out. I definitely have noticed a huge difference with these, and I want to continue taking them. I just purchased like a 3-month of them. Obviously supplements are or can be kind of expensive. Also too, seeing a naturopath is not a cheap option. Also too, along with all of the supplements and things that they're like, try this, you're like, that was expensive for me to try and it doesn't work. So I'm very happy to have found something that works for me. And again, along with everything else, this is just what's working for my skin in this moment right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous that if I were to ever like come off of these, that my skin would flare up again. I haven't obviously tried it, but maybe in like 6 months or something I will. But for now, it's working for me, and I'm gonna keep taking them. So these I really like. You take 2 a day if you wanna kind of cut down, or you don't have severe acne. You could maybe do like 1 a day, and then the supply will last longer. But these have been a huge part, I think, in clearing up my skin. So along with those, it would be unfair of me to talk about just that being like, that's the like thing that cleared out my skin, when I have been trying to balance my hormones with my naturopath for many months now. And I feel like because my periods have actually gotten a lot easier, I'm not cramping as much, I have like less PMS symptoms, I feel like that's working, and that in turn can also help clear up your acne if it's hormonal. So I'm not really sure what the like pinpoint of it is, but I know that if you're struggling and you haven't tried a supplement, I feel like it's a really good thing to try, because it's super, like, for the most part accessible, and that's just the one that I tried that worked for me. Now moving on to maskne. So that is what I take to clear my skin from the inside out, or what I like to think is helping my skin from the inside out, because I'm not eating dairy-free or gluten-free 100% of the time. I'm certainly not perfect. You guys saw I had a donut this morning. So I'm doing that like 80% of the time. I'm still having cheese, and I have a feeling like maybe some of my acne is due to that, but not all of it. So anyway, just wanted to mention that in case you thought I was a saint with my diet, because I'm not. But this is a product that has absolutely saved my maskne, I think. This is the Benzagel Acne Wash. It's a first choice pharmaceutical recommended, the smart way to clear skin, kills acne bacteria. And I feel like that's a huge point to note. I needed something that was going to work with like surface acne, maskne, all of that kind of stuff that is like sitting and red, and just like, because of masks and wearing them, obviously we have to, and so being able to find something that works to clear that type of acne, the bacterial acne, this has been such a game changer. This is actually my second bottle of this. I was recommended this kind of a couple of years ago actually through Brittany, and I never really tried it then because my skin wasn't super bad. I didn't have a need for it, but I remembered that things like this exist and they work really well. Normally I would go to Spectro Gel because that's what I used in high school and I really, really like that, but they didn't have any when I was looking for any type of acne products, so I grabbed this and I'm really happy I did. So the two Benzagel products I have are the acne wash and the acne gel, and I just want to warn you, if you guys go looking for this, first of all, you can find it in the pharmacy section of like any drugstore. It'll be in like the medicated acne section, usually on like the lower shelf. I found it at Shoppers, London Drugs, and sometimes they don't even have it out. You have to actually ask the pharmacy, and that's what happened the last time I was picking it up. I just asked because I couldn't find it and they had it behind the counter. So that's where you'll find it in the drugstore, and I cannot tell you how amazing this stuff has been. It is potent. This stuff is very strong. Do not wear any clothes that you don't want bleached out. Do not use any towels you don't want bleached out. I forgot how strong these like acne products are, and all of my gray towels now have yellow splotches. So take it from me. Don't do that. These have definitely been helping me. In the beginning, I was pretty much using this twice a day just to really like clear everything up, and my skin got a little bit itchy and a little bit on the redder side, but I feel like that was just my skin getting used to it, which was totally fine. I was like, you know what, if it's gonna clear up my acne, obviously like test it at your own risk, like you know your skin best. I knew that my skin just needed a little bit of time to adjust to it and then it would be fine. So I've basically kind of backed down on this. I only use it really once a day and usually at night before I go to bed. And then for the spot treatment, I really only use it if I have something coming in or if I'm trying to get rid of some spots like you guys saw earlier today. This is really great. Again, super strong. I feel like even on my pillow, I've noticed a few spots that are a little bit lighter, which sucks. So be very careful with it. But if you're dealing with any sort of maskne, I highly recommend these products. They have been so amazing. And I also have the Benzagel wash or cloths, wipes. They're wipes. So if I go somewhere and I'm super sweaty and I feel like I need to like cleanse my skin and get the like bacteria off right away from under my mask, then I have the wipes to do so. But these two have been amazing. So those are the products that I've been like super excited to share with you guys, and I hope that if you go and try them, if you're struggling with your skin, I do genuinely hope that these work for you, and let me know if they do. If you've had any experience with either of the products, and please let me know, good or bad. I feel like it's really helpful and very, I don't know, it's just nice to share that in the comments if you have. And so now I'm going to quickly walk you guys through all of the other products I use, because I feel like it's very different than what I've been using kind of in the past. And like I said, I've been trying to stick to a very simple skincare routine and products that just genuinely work. So you guys already saw my morning skincare routine. Cleanse with a acne cleanser of some sort. I always prefer a gel cleanser, and then as you guys saw, I did a vitamin C serum. I either use the Pacifica Glow Baby Booster Serum or the Amoravitza Daily Vitamin C. This one's bougie, this one's affordable, so whatever your price point is, I like them both, and they basically just like switch back and forth between the two. Moisturizer has stayed the same, Belief Aqua Bomb. And then obviously later in today's video, I will show you guys my nighttime skincare routine, but essentially I will go in and cleanse again with whatever gel cleanser to remove my makeup. Wait, let's back up. I use this to remove my makeup first. This is the Bioderma Micellar Water. Love, holy grail, great for sensitive skin. I just take this on a cotton round and get off all of my makeup. Cleanse with a gel acne appropriate cleanser, and then I'll go in and double cleanse with the Benzagel either in the shower or out of the shower. I always double cleanse if I am wearing makeup because that has been a huge thing, and I feel like I just really want my skin to be super clean before I go in with this like medicated acne wash because I really want it to work. So that's how I use that. And then I'd say every second to every third night I'll go in with my Ulla Henriksen Glow 2.0 Dark Spot Toner. I love this. It's a repurchase, or I have repurchased it, and it's just a really nice toner. It helps lighten my acne spots that I'm kind of dealing with, and it's just been really great. So I don't use it every single night, but I do like to use it frequently. Following that, I'll go in with a Pacifica Clean Shot. I've talked about these on my Instagram. I either go in with the niacinamide, zinc, and hemp complex. I'll use this one when I'm not using the toner though. And then I have also the vegan amino acid 10% complex, and then the hyaluronic and flowers 5% solution. So whatever I'm feeling my skin needs that night, I will use 1 to 2 of these. They're great, super affordable, love them. And then for spot treating, I'll use the Benzagel Acne Gel on anything that's super active, super red, or on its way in and I want to stop it. If I'm looking for something a little bit more gentle on whatever spot it is, I'll use the Pacifica Dry It Out. This is a really great line of acne products as well. This is such a good acne gel. And then on the spots that are kind of coming to a head or I really want to pop, I will try my best not to and put on a little spot dot. The ones from Pacifica are really good, or the Rael Beauty Miracle Patch. I like these ones too. They work so well. This is like one of my favorite discoveries of 2020 is the fact that you can just put this like sticker on your zit and then it'll like suck out the poison. It's so good. That might have been really graphic, but I thoroughly enjoy these and they do a great job of helping you prevent picking, and it really does like pull out the gunk in there. So I love them. And then the final step is usually my Belif Aqua Bomb Moisturizer. Sometimes I'll use the Belif Sleeping Mask on top, depending on the night. The two masks that I do still like to use probably once a week, I'd say, is the Ulla Henriksen, what is it called? Fat Glow Facial. Love that stuff. You guys know, if you've seen any of my skincare videos, I do still really like that mask, but I don't use it as often anymore. Usually once a week or once every 2 weeks. And then, yeah, the Belif Sleeping Mask is really great too. Well, that was a long-winded conversation, but hopefully you guys enjoyed hearing about my experience and all the things I've been using. Hopefully it was helpful to you guys. And if you've tried any of the products or you do try any of the products, please let me know what your experience is like, good or bad. I'm definitely wanting to know and hear from you guys. And if you're currently going through any sort of acne struggles, maskne moments, it's my heart goes out to you, because I was in a very low place when my skin was so bad, and it felt like I couldn't find anything that would work for me. I was really struggling, and I, as someone that normally has like pretty clear skin, I was like freaking out. It was such a damper on my confidence, but being able to clear it up, and even though it's not perfect by any means, it's a hell of a lot better, and I'm so happy with it. And just going through that experience was like very humbling, and I do not take clear skin for granted anymore, and I will do everything I can to keep it this way, because like I said, it's so hard to deal with, and yeah, it's just unfair. Truthfully, it really fucking sucks. So yeah, that's my conversation about skincare. Let's carry on with the video. For dinner tonight, we are doing a sort of like veggie rice bowl stir fry. So I have butternut squash in here with smoked paprika. We have broccoli, Brussels sprouts. Smells really good. And then we have rice cooking, and then Cody is over here working on the maple tahini dressing. Hi. Cody is currently on a Zoom call, so we made dinner, did the little veggie bowl with the garlic tahini dressing, topped it with some pumpkin seeds, and that's gonna be dinner. I'm gonna sit here, probably watch some Vlogmas. I think that sounds nice. The time is 9:21, and I just finished a butt workout and a arm workout. I really didn't feel like doing much, but I was watching someone else's video and they were doing an exercise thing, and I was like, you know what, I should do it. And I have this thing in my phone that I'm just like tracking what physical activity I get this month, because I haven't been doing much, so I get to check something else off my list, so it's great. Not bad. I used weights for the second one. I swear the Pop Sugar videos are like top notch, because you can really choose whatever you wanted. I wanted something that wasn't cardio, I wanted to use weights, and I wanted something quick, and I was able to find like a 20-minute arm thing, and they have like just so many things. I feel like I'm a big fan. It makes a lot of sense for me. So that's what I did. I'm gonna put away my mat. This room is really just very much a multi-purpose room at this point. It's an office, it's a studio, it's a makeup room, it's a closet, it's a workout room, conference room, storage. It's really everything in here. I have forgotten to mention this in every single video I have posted this past month, and I'm finally remembering to do it. I didn't film a gift guide video this year just because I feel like they don't really do that well that often, and I can so easily just do what I did this year and create these like collage type things and put them on my Instagram stories. So I created these 4 categories. I have gifts for him / gifts for they, them. I have gifts for the people that want to be cozy at home. I have the beauty lover, and then I have practical gifts. So if you're interested in checking out these gift guides, I actually put them on my like to know it. I am so new to using this, but essentially you guys can just click the link down below. It'll take you to the picture, and then you'll see all the things, and it'll link everything. I hope at this point you're not doing any more Christmas shopping, but in the off chance you are still looking for holiday gifts, I will have those linked down below, because I put a lot of work into them, and then I just never mentioned them on YouTube. So I've been sharing them a ton on my Instagram, so if you follow me over there, you probably would have seen them a few times, but if you just follow me here, this is all news to you. So yeah, thought I'd mention that. But again, I assume most people are done their Christmas shopping by now, but hey, you never know. So those will be linked down below. Okay, you guys, I know that this video is already so long, but before we get into my nighttime skincare routine, I wanted to actually share with you guys some vlog clips I got about 2 weeks ago when I went to low heat laser to get a treatment called Clear and Brilliant. And I actually posted a reel on my Instagram, so I'll have it like here so you guys can see, and I'll link it down below if you want to go like actually watch it. And yeah, I got a treatment done, and it's a skin kind of laser-ish type treatment that is supposed to help tighten pores, help with fine lines and wrinkles, help with skin texture, and yeah, so let's roll those clips. All right, so I'm about to go into low heat laser for my Clear and Brilliant treatment. I always want to call it Clear and Bright, but I think it's Clear and Brilliant. So this is a little before of my skin. I have some marks from my glasses while driving, but lots of spots that are like pretty much flat. This has been there for like 2 weeks. Yeah, looking a little spotty, but like dull as well. Very excited to see what this treatment is all about. I'm a little nervous though because I've never had any like lasers or anything like that. Also to have never had numbing cream on my face, so I'm very curious to see what that feels like. And also just to see how long the redness lasts. I've been following up. If you guys follow Brittany on Instagram, then she got it done a couple days ago, and so I've been like texting her being like, so are you still red? Are you still red? Are you still red? Because I have a lot of stuff to do next week and I can't be red for it. I'm very excited to go try this out though. It seems like a very good treatment for everything my skin needs right now. So this is the before. Let's go do it. So here's the machine, Clear and Brilliant. That's what we're gonna be using. And then these are all the products. So numbing cream, use some cleanser, some scrub, all that kind of stuff. All right, we're inside. We did a cleanse, a scrub, and then they put rubbing alcohol on you, and then we take some pictures, and now I have the numbing cream that needs to be on my face for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and my pain tolerance is a little on the lower side this week because my period's next week. Fun fact about that. And so we're gonna make sure we're real numb. I'm starting to feel it definitely around my lips. Apologies if you can hear the music. Numbing cream is doing its thing. Alrighty, the treatment is done. This is what my face looks like. I definitely thought that I would be more red, so this is great. She said that it responded. It feels like a sunburn, and that's what it's supposed to feel like, and then it'll start to feel like a sandpaper after. I'm back in the car now. They were playing music, so I didn't want to keep that clip long, but I wanted to talk to you guys more about the treatment. So, like I said, face is really red, feels a little numb, mostly around my lips. And she does 2 passes. So once we do the numbing cream for about 30 minutes, start the treatment, she kind of worked forehead, cheek down, and then forehead, cheek down, that kind of thing. And so she does 1 pass of the whole face. I felt pretty much nothing, and then the second pass I did start to feel just a little bit of kind of what like little like razor pricks, kind of, if I could describe it for you guys. It wasn't painful, but it's like not comfortable, but it's really not that bad, if that makes sense. So she does 2 passes, and I was radiating like a lot of heat, she said, so we put some cool compresses on, which is really nice. And so we did that, and yeah, I'm not too red. I definitely thought I'd be more red, so that's good because I'm hoping it goes down because I have content to film in the next couple days, so I'm really hoping I'm not a lobster. But overall, not bad. I'm very excited to see the results of this. It's supposed to be red. Obviously the numbing is going to come off, and that might make me more red. And then the feeling I have right now, the best I can describe it is like I'm defrosting, kind of like in Cool Sculpting where they take off the ice thingamajig, and then you start to like, your body starts to go back to normal temperature. That's kind of what it feels like. Also too, a lot of people describe it as feeling like hot from a sunburn, so maybe once the numbing comes off it'll feel like that, but right now it feels a little bit on the colder side, which is kind of funny. And yeah, so supposed to be red, a little numb. Once that comes off, not supposed to wear makeup for like 48 hours, and then tonight I'm supposed to cleanse and just put on a serum, and then in the next couple days my skin will start to feel like sandpaper. So it's gonna start what I assume to be like a shedding type of thing, so you can let it do it naturally, and then you can exfoliate in a couple days to like get the other parts off. So yeah, this is all very new to me. The numbing was very interesting, and we let it sit for a whole 30 minutes, which was nice because I feel like I definitely needed it. That's the Clear and Brilliant, and I'll be definitely doing check-ins to see how this goes over the next couple days.
Testing out the Rode mics that we just got back in the mail.
Red at all.
You should see yourself on camera.
Oh, is it bad?
It's
not that bad though, eh?
Yeah, it's not that bad in real life.
What about on camera? Quite funny and embarrassing. I'm wearing the same sweater, but I promise this was like 2.5 weeks ago, and so I was really horrible. That last clip was actually not meant to be a skincare update clip. It was just like something random when we were testing some mics, so kind of funny that we got that. But I did want to give you guys a little bit of an update. So about the day after, I definitely had a little bit of redness, but my skin was pretty normal. I had a little bit of inflammation, but overall it really wasn't that bad. I know that some people some people get a little bit more red than I did. Okay, I'm gonna have to feed him. I can't do this. Hold on. Okay, we're back. They're just eating, so sorry about the noise on that. But yeah, so about like the day after, I had a little bit of redness, a little bit of inflammation, but really it wasn't that bad. And then probably about like 2 to 3 days after, I started to feel that sandpaper texture, and that lasted, I want to say, like just under a week. It was a long time. You couldn't really tell like on camera and stuff, so I was able to wear makeup, but my skin definitely had like this rough texture to it, which was kind of cool. And then I don't really remember any day being like, oh wow, it's like all gone. It was kind of just like it faded away, so there wasn't really something very significant about all of that. And overall, I definitely think that that treatment improved my skin texture a lot. I'm really happy with it. I feel like my skin definitely looks a lot like clearer and brighter, and it definitely like lightens some of my darker spots along here. There's so much going on. But yeah, it was a cool treatment, and I'm really happy that I was able to try it out. I think you're supposed to technically go for like more sessions, but I just tried the one, and yeah, so if you guys are interested in checking that out, I feel like it's a new up-and-coming treatment that people are going to be doing for their skin, and it is recommended for people that don't have super severe acne. It's supposed to just like kind of work on like acne scarring and stuff, because you don't want to be treating like super active pimples with like a laser. So yeah, that's kind of my little experience. I thought I'd throw it into this skincare vlog since we're talking about it, and it is something I got done recently, so it could technically impact how my skin looks right now, because I did get it not too long ago. And on that note, let's go do my nighttime skincare. Why are you so loud when you eat? He eats one kibble at a time. Ridiculous, this one. Nighttime skincare, here we go. First thing, I'm gonna put my hair up. There's nothing more annoying than having your ponytail like swing into the sink, and also this sink is like so small that it's very difficult. So first thing, I'm going to remove my makeup with my cellar water. I have also been trying, I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I have been trying the makeup eraser. It's been working cool. All you do is like get it wet. You can use that to remove makeup. Also too, I have used the Halo Beauty makeup removing cloths as well, or pad things. They work. My cellar water seems to work fine, and these are little reusable cotton rounds. I always get water on my shirt. But going in with cleanser number 1, I just use the Bioderma CBM cleanser, and I usually use this for about like 60 seconds, or try to. Rolling my sleeves up for this one. No, I'm going in with the Benzagel cleanser. I take like a dime size amount, and sometimes I will focus this only on the lower half of my face where all my like problem area is, or sometimes I'll use it all over, but generally I just kind of work it where I have my most active breakouts. Something I didn't mention was that I have basically stopped using self-tanners for my face. I have the Tan-Luxe, hold on, I'm gonna rinse. And I make sure to hang over the sink and like catch all the drips so it doesn't get on my shirt. Okay, what I was saying was I have the Tan-Luxe drops, and then I also use the Saint Tropez like face spray, but I've basically stopped using those because I feel like they do break me out, which is unfortunate because I end up tanning my body, and then this happens where my neck is just like so splotchy because this obviously like does a really great job of removing tan because it's so strong. And so I end up having like dark splotchy neck, tan body, and a very white face. So if you guys have any facial tanners that you like that don't break you out, let me know, because I feel like all of them are just like not good for me. But I miss being able to tan my face because I feel so good when my face is tan. Okay, now I'm going in with the Ulla Henriksen Dark Spot Toner, sweeping that in a upward motion. This spot here, I'm not going to get too close, but it is in a different world. I would pop it, but we're not trying to do that, so I'm going to use one of the spot sticker things. On my other active breakouts, I'm going to use the Benzagel Acne Gel, kind of put that all over, and I like to apply this like right on to the spot, fresh skin kind of being the first layer that hits the skin, so it'll actually work on the spots. Now for the acne patch. These are also great because they're clear. If you wear a mask all day, this is something you can like put under, but honestly, I've worn them out too. And then I'm gonna go in now with the Pacifica Clean Shot in hyaluronic acid. No, just hyaluronic and flowers. This is just like a hydrating one. And it's kind of like a cream. Smells lovely. Just kind of pressing that into the skin. And lastly, going in with the Belief moisturizer. And there we go, folks. That is my nighttime skincare routine. This video is definitely long enough, so I'm going to leave you here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it really helps and supports my channel. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new here. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video in a couple days. Noodle says bye too.